There we go.
After an illustrious 25-year in-ring career, Hardy retired from competition in 1990 and began managing for WCW's Lex Luger and Vader, leading them both to WCW World Championship.
Could have gone for.
And in 2004, Harley Race would take his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame.
An extremely blessed human being. God gave me talent to work in this business. There's not a better spot on earth than under those bright lights. Harley Race, one of the baddest dudes to ever step in a ring, a legitimate tough guy, and a guy that every single body in that whole business have nothing but high regard and full respect for.
Harley Race passed away this past week at the age of 76. We at WWE send our deepest sympathies to his family and loved ones. Harley Race will forever be remembered by his WWE family as a friend, a mentor, and a champion.
An extremely blessed human being.
What's up, boy?
Can you hear me?
To work in this business. There's not a better spot on earth.
How's it going?
Under those bright lights. Harley Race, one of the baddest dudes to ever step in the ring, a legitimate tough guy.
Hi. How's it going? Oh, I gotta hear myself. There we go. Yo. How's it going, boy?
Can you hear me, Tyler?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Why the fuck?
I can.
Okay.
I can hear you.
I can hear you
Tyler
too.
didn't say anything, so I didn't know.
I'm gonna put my headset on. Hold on.
Tyler,
Shit.
can we hear you?
No.
I can hear you, Tyler.
You can?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I can't hear Tyler.
Hold on. Check, 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 check. Oh, there we go. Hello. Can you hear me now, Tanner?
Both ears. Tanner, you good?
I can't. I can only hear you, Marco. I can't hear Tyler.
That's
Oh.
fucked up.
You fucked up.
Because, Marco, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
That's what I thought.
Can't hear a word he's saying.
Well, maybe it's because you're racist.
He's white.
No, you motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what to say to that.
Trash Man, can you hear me?
One sec.
The crazy.
Yes, you can, or no, you can't, motherfucker.
Me?
No, the trash man.
There we go.
There's trash man.
Yeah.
I can hear everybody. Tanner can't hear Tyler.
What?
Tyler, say something.
Hello, which is weird.
You can't hear me, either, Roundy?
Ronnie, can you hear me?
Someone's got some
I can
crazy
hear him.
feedback.
Oh, you can't hear him. Ronnie's got the feedback.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up my shit because I'm not using my normal shit.
Interesting.
But trash man, you can hear Tyler though, right?
I can hear Tyler.
Excellent.
Tanner, you it's a you thing, bro.
Hey, Tanner, I'd go ahead and read.
Why are you trying to tell him what the fuck to do? He can't hear you, bro.
Hey, Marco, you
I
should
didn't say.
tell.
Oh,
you
is
should-
Tyler talking?
You
Yeah.
should tell Tanner
Tell Tanner.
to restart
Restart
his whole computer.
his whole
and
computer,
and it might work.
and it might work. Alright, this fool been saying.
Tell Tyler.
You don't have to
Alright,
tell
see
me
you
anything.
motherfuckers in a
He
minute.
can hear you. He can hear
I
you.
can hear you. I'm gonna. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Lonely, Mr. Lonely. I have nobody for my own. I hope you're not talking, Ronnie, because I can't hear shit. Oh, there you go.
The fuck?
I can only tell when you're on because I can hear the static. I'm glad I'm the one not having issues right now.
What? Yes, I need to hit some. What I doing? Can anyone hear me now?
Nope. You
The hell does
spin me
Tyler-
round, round, baby, round, round. Oh, I thought we were spinning.
No, I'm walking down the hallway.
Yeah, that's way too much weed for one blunt. You ever put way too much weed in your blunts, Ronnie?
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day, like you're old or something. Motherfucking fly. Oh, we about to fight tonight, Ronnie.
Is it too loud in here?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. Do you have any feedback on my shit? Like
I can't hear feedback now.
Any background noise or any bullshit like that?
Not of any substance.
Alright. What the hell does Tyler have this set up for?
Well, it looks better with 4 people. Hillary arrangement.
Tyler has to let Tanner in.
Oh, nice. Text that or private him or message him, tell me he's not back yet.
You can hear my audio, but he can't hear yours, Marco.
Well, that's fucking bullshit. He's back now. JK, that must have been a reflection from the screen. It's so pretty. Where's my... Look at that. Wait, where we go? So pretty. Is Tanner still here?
He's so when you get added in, like it doesn't let you into like the video part until Tyler lets you in.
Uh-huh.
So Tanner can hear me, but he can't hear you, which is weird.
Because he could hear me before. I was the only one he could hear before. Now he can't hear me at all. That's cool. Cool.
What he couldn't hear me when I was on?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he could hear you, but he could hear me.
Oh, now
what?
now he can hear both.
You know what? Here's what picky ass motherfucking bitch.
Oh fuck. The fuck is Tyler doing?
Dropping a doozy.
He's taking a fat shat.
I reckon. Ah, speak of the devil.
Hey Tyler, why don't you let Tanner in? Or not?
You let Tanner in.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's one thing I gotta remember. Can you hear me now, Tanner?
Yeah, I can. Everybody talk.
No.
What?
Stop talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I feel like we're in the fucking Brady Bunch with these squares.
I know, and I can manipulate them too. I can do this.
No, I like this
You
one.
can. I noticed
I
that.
could do this. I totally do this one. Or I could just have it.
I'm like looking up at Marco.
Or I can just have it on me.
I
You
like
suck
the
as
yeah.
fuck.
I like the 4. Yeah, the Brady Bunch.
I mean, this one's the true Brady Bunch right here. With the solid black line squares.
Oh, he's just dumping on Ronnie. Boo!
You might as well go Ronnie and just.
All right, well, whenever you're ready to kick this motherfucker off,
But-
I'm going to do my inaugurals.
This is the new platform that I have figured out for us.
I like
So,
it.
welcome.
So it's
We-
called what now?
StreamYard.
And our the picture is a duck with headphones on.
Yeah.
Okay, just making
I like
sure.
ducks.
It's
like
an anomaly.
I like headphones too. We'll go in 30 seconds.
Wait, let's talk about some stuff before we
Oh,
get
okay.
recording.
We can do that.
Couple updates before everyone gets all carried away here. Let me get my book open. I took notes.
On what?
Just things going on in the world. So I guess update with the PSE Pro Sports Extra shit. And Marco, I got questions for you too, involving merch or whatever. If he reached out to you, so Trevor is dealing with some family stuff right now. Sounds like it might be some court stuff involving an uncle or a cousin, or I don't know. He put something in the group chat with all the bloggers like, I'm gonna be in and out, hit or miss the next couple days. got some stuff going on, blah, blah, blah. I don't know much information. I don't think he's in trouble or anything, but I think it's a family matter. So he told me that his number one priority, though, when he gets back is to come on and talk with us in the podcast setting or format, and then maybe record with us as a guest or just provide information. The way he described what the podcast situation would look like, so their Pro Sports Extra is partnering. Are you listening, Marco?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my notebook though.
Oh, Pro Sports Extra is partnering with C-Suite. I don't know if you guys ever listen to that, but like they're a business.
The podcast network?
Yeah, they're like business and entertainment podcast network. So he put 5. He registered for 5 podcasts to join up with C-Suite, and C-Suite gets like over 1 million unique listeners a week on their entire platform.
Oh, damn.
So they're bigger. Their emphasis is more in business, but they are also getting into entertainment, and then they're gonna try to get into the sports and comedy and yada yada yada. So it's going to be his podcast, the current wrestling one that they already do with Brad Shepard. Ours is the third one. They already paid for it. They're 100% planning on us going forward. There's going to be an NFL one that they do, and there's going to be like a miscellaneous personalities of PSE, kind of like a Barstool Rundown type thing, podcast. There's potential for us to cross over with anything going forward. But so that's what's going to happen. He's going to get revenue and everything figured out with them soon. But he said he wants to make sure he talks to us and make sure we're comfortable going forward. But he said he pretty much trusts whatever we do. So I guess I just see that as more opportunity.
Yeah.
Questions?
So this is one Pac-Man eating another Pac-Man eating another Pac-Man?
Basically.
I
heard,
like
like-
devoured.
I don't know about eating. I'd say more,
It's
like,
more like-
holding hands.
Yeah, it's like 3 people holding hands, getting ready for a threesome.
Nobody owns Pro Sports Extra except for Trevor. Nobody owns C-Suite except for C-Suite. Nobody owns the Anomalies except for us. But we're
So
all
it's-
going to work together.
So
It's like a three-way.
so it's like
partnership.
the Indies. It seems like because
That's a fair point.
Ring of Honor works with New Japan, works with AEW. They're all their own separate entities, but they all work
with
together.
AAA. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other two probably won't
So-
understand that reference, but yeah.
Sounds great.
Sounds like what my buddy Cody did with his podcast. So he
anyways,
started
that's-
out doing his own, and then moved on to Raiders Beat, and now he's with like Blue whatever.
Yeah. So I'm just keeping you guys in the loop as I keep getting information thrown at me. And
Easy, my easy.
before we go any further, I'm going to turn my light on behind me so I don't look like a vampire. And 2, Tyler, how close are we to being able to put out some of these podcasts?
Wednesday we will be. I'll put out a teaser video, and then because I fucked up a lot of settings that I recently came to figure out that were wrong, but I figured them out, and they're on their way to Apple. I just gotta wait for Apple's approval. And also, I got the right Apple email because I was also corresponding with a guy from another weird website that I was sending an email to. So
This fucking guy.
Oh my god!
So
I stumble a lot, but we're
You're
on the
gonna-
right path.
you're gonna put out a
How
teaser
come Apple only
video.
has 1 P.
You're gonna put out a teaser video on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's of you
And
in the
then
drive-through.
When are you gonna release? When are we releasing podcasts?
I guess. Do you want to do? How many do you want to do on Monday? I mean, we could do up to 7 technically.
Well, what does everyone think?
2 at a time, 3 at a time.
Maybe
I was thinking 3 at a time.
drop 3, and then do like 1 a day every other day or something like that.
Do like
How
drop
about
3.
3 and then skip? And yeah.
So
Like,
like
drop
3
3
on
on
Monday,
Wednesday, 3 on Wednesday
Wednesday.
or Thursday, whatever day we want to do it, and then 2 days later.
Sure. That works.
That's my idea, but I mean, It's not gospel.
I was thinking 3 3 for the next 2 Mondays, and then we have 1 in the can if we need to skip a week.
Hmm?
Well, I think what Tyler was alluding to is like we don't want to bust our nut or blow our nut and then run out of episodes that we don't have ready yet.
Yeah, I get that. That's kind of why I was thinking maybe release 1 at a time.
Until we get our own like built up that are more live action, like coming out right after we do them type thing. Is that what
Right.
you're thinking, Tanner?
I also
We can-
think we'll get to the point where we don't have to edit very much.
We can either or. I don't care. I just know I have 7 of them ready.
Tyler, I have a question.
Huh.
How much are you having to edit now that we're kind of in a rhythm?
Well, what I've been doing for these first 6, I've been just doing audio only. But for the 7th and 8th ones, I've been actually using a video editor and editing the YouTube video so that we can maybe capitalize on YouTube a bit more. And it's been taking an hour and a half for those first 6 each time. And it's pretty clean edits compared to the last go. But the video editing takes me about 2.5 sometimes.
I just wasn't sure how fast the turnaround was now, because we don't have as much like dead time as we used to with the other. So.
Right.
And also, I don't say shit like gay and other stuff like that anymore.
I just had to MacGyver those settings because, man, must have been real high fucking those up.
So is this going to be a better platform for you to edit and shit?
Should be at least somewhat cleaner.
He was saying that it takes like an hour and a half to do audio only.
And that's what we're going to do from here on out, right?
I've been experimenting around with the video editor.
I mean, I'm fine with doing video too, but if it's going to take a week to get a podcast out, I don't think it's worth it. What do you guys?
No,
I think he's saying it's shorter time.
it should. Hopefully, if I can get into a rhythm here shortly, I should be able to get it under 2 and get it done by that Monday. It shouldn't be too hard.
Okay. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, whatever.
I just figure we might as well get our money where it's worth getting, you know?
That's fair. Yeah. Does this service cost you something?
No, I mean, it could, but this is the free version. I mean, that's something we also need to discuss because the current version, the beta that we're operating under now is the free one, and it's can have up to 6 people at a time chiming in. But there is paid versions where we can have 10 chiming in at the same time, and like that's only the real better bit of it, and it's only $10 a month. But I figure we haven't eclipsed 6 yet, and I don't see a reason, to not
Cross
do
that
it.
bridge when we get there, probably.
Exactly. But no, I just spent probably a good solid 3 weeks of Googling and stumbled upon this and been waiting to test it out on you. And Trashman was available one night, and I was like, "Let's go, Trashman!" And he helped me play around, and it does what I need it to do, and it's on YouTube right now. Like, I mean, so it'll go unlisted once we unlive it, but I mean, it works. It does what I need to do for the time being. I just wish I could also have a mechanism where I could play stuff for you and not have it be a echo chamber. That's my problem.
What do you mean, an echo chamber?
Like if I were to play something out in the open, like music or something, it would echo because it would constantly feed back into itself.
I see what you're saying.
There's a piece of software that I'm trying to find that probably could rectify it, but I don't know if it's going to work. It's one of those cross his fingers sort of things. Somebody's watching Raw.
Can you hear it? I'll turn it down.
I heard Cole on the other end just going, "Who did shit to Roman Reigns in the forklift accident?"
It's mute.
We Gucci fam?
Marco,
Got anything else?
you all right?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. You just got this look in your eyes.
What did I do now?
I don't
Come on,
know.
get high. Let's get this motherfucker rolling.
Oh yeah.
Come on, get high!
Come on, kids, all get high.
I didn't
You wanna
know we
go
were
in 5
fucking doing a
minutes?
podcast with Towley.
I think we might have to use the beginning of that for the beginning of the podcast.
At least it's chronicled now.
Keep me out of there.
Oh yeah, that's another cool thing is that we have a nice little timer.
Yeah.
That is true. I
Yeah.
noticed that.
That's
Way.
bad, right?
Way.
The only thing I don't like about this is it's a reverse camera. So like,
I know. I've been trying to figure it out. I was like trying to
Really
flip off
fucking
Tanner, and I'm like,
To be honest with you, Cash Man, that's what I was doing the whole time we tested it because I was like, I need to flip the image so it makes sense to me.
well, can you? Because I'd pay $10 a month just to do that.
I can read my own hat, and that's weird.
Damn, I only have it on standard def. I could put this on high def if I wanted.
Same
Right.
here.
I don't want to look at you on high definition.
Neither
I
do
don't want
I.
to be high definition either, motherfucker.
So Tyler, you can't play music. So like we'll never be able to record a podcast where we hear the introduction. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's my goal, is to find some way, shape, or form to have us play music and to have it make sense so I don't have to, so it's less work for me after the fact.
Okay.
But it's just an in progress sort of thing.
All right. I would. This is just my own thought. You guys think I'm stupid, but I would make that your next goal. You did a really good job finding this, and if it works, good job. Proud of you. Now, like next goal, since you're super producer, your job is to find out a way so you can play audio and we can hear it.
Right.
Doing the intro is just a little awkward when we go from like, all right, we're gonna get going, and then nothing, and then I have to pretend like I just heard an intro.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's weird. I know.
Tyler, we need you to be the next Super Nintendo BC, like they have on KFC Radio.
You need to be Super Nintendo BC.
Okay. Okay. I'll see if I can flex that hard.
Super
I don't
Nintendo
have-
TA.
All right. We will go in 40 seconds. How's that sound?
At
Fucking
29:20.
So we're not going off the live timer.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
We just talked about it, guy.
I know.
Literally just had that conversation.
Well,
So are we going at
Mark-
29?
yeah, we'll go at 29.
Hey, here comes that live intro. It's almost done,
3,
Tanner.
2, 1.
What is up, you beautiful sons of bitches? This is now an explicit podcast. I am your host, Tanner, up in Wisconsin, and I am the host of the Anomalies podcast. With me, as always, we got Trashman Ronnie out in California. We got Marco down in Iowa. He's probably high already. And Tyler in the cave that is Nebraska.
It's very
And,
cave-like.
It's just us tonight. No guests, so you're stuck with the four of us idiots. How's everyone doing?
It was a great
I'm pretty
weekend.
awesome.
I got to come up and see Wisconsin a little bit, did some whitewater rafting.
You're welcome. I hope you paid a lot of sales tax.
It was worth it.
And experience cheese curds, eh?
I did get a chance to get some cheese curds. There was a bar called Wiggly's Field, I believe. They had some cheese curds there. It was like a bar restaurant, and they did not disappoint. I'll tell you that.
Awesome.
You bring some
I-
back with you?
I did, but I just got done shitting them out.
I had cheese curds this afternoon for lunch. Big fan of cheese curds. Do you have
I've
deep
never
fried
had
or
them.
do you have like fresh squeaky ones, Marco?
Oh, they were deep fried.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people from the outside do.
I like the squeaky ones, though.
I would have them of all kinds, shapes, sizes. Like I like to buy the bags of cheese curds from from the store that say from Wisconsin or whatever. I love those also.
You gotta let them like sit out and get like room temperature. When they
Mhm.
get like squeaky, oh man,
Yeah.
That's a religious experience. Fucking
I actually remember when I was a little kid one time in Mexico, seeing. I don't know. I must have been like 8, but I remember seeing like what they must have been making cheese on this huge table. It was this big old blob of white. Well, it wasn't even white. It was like, whatever. What color am I looking for here, Tanner? You know what I'm talking about. When they're making cheese, like, have you ever seen them like make cheese on a table?
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. That shit. I was like,
It's a white color.
yeah. Well, yeah. A little off white. But I remember seeing that when I was a kid, and I remember trying, like, that's, just about as fresh as you can get. And I remember it being really good then. And, cheese is here for a reason. It's delicious.
Goddamn right.
I like cheese.
You were up in Wisconsin this last week, whatever. TA, what have you been doing out in Nebraska besides making sandwiches?
I was at a wedding.
Yeah?
In
Not
the
your
middle,
own?
and not well. No, mine was 2 years ago. But this was my best friend Danny and Emily, and my boss Emily, technically.
You looked like you were kind of fucked up, pal.
Real fucked up. We pounded a lot of beers in like a 48-hour period. I quit around dinner time and just stuck to the vitamins for the rest of the night because I was super dehydrated.
For sure.
Oh, but it was a good time.
Ron?
I drank 2 gallons of wine out of a red Solo cup by a pool all weekend. Twice.
Above ground or in ground?
In ground.
Ooh,
My wife's family has money.
classy.
Is there a lot of Toby Keith going up?
Yeah, I got my I got my mullet trimmed. That was quite interesting.
He wrote that song on a bet, by the way. Red Solo Cup, that is.
Did he now?
Yeah. What's up with the mullet? I'm sorry. Mullet update?
I trimmed that shit up, dude.
That was a pretty good fucking sound intro there.
Wait, you trimmed that shit up, or did someone trim it up for you?
No, my guy named Anton and Chico did.
Any guy
Anton
named
Chico?
Anton's probably good
Yeah.
with some scissors and a knife.
So is this like our first advertisement? Like, for all your mullet needs out in the Chico metro area, hit up my boy Anton. He'll
Is
make
he-
you
Yeah.
look like
Is he a
Trash
bald black man? Is he a bald
What's
black
funny?
man?
So the barber shop's called Barber John's, and their sign says,
okay.
"No, listen to this. This is awesome." So I
Is
walk
this-
in there when I'm in college, and the sign says Barber John's. If we can't make you look good, no one can.
Oh, shit.
And I walked in there and I got a haircut. And as I walked out, Anton, this guy's like, "You still look like shit. Don't come back." And he's been my barber ever since then. It was probably the best thing ever. So
he literally fucked up your hair and told you not to come back, and you just kept coming back?
no, he
No,
said
I think
that.
he's talking shit to trash
Oh,
man
yeah.
here.
And
Yeah.
you didn't ask for a refund after, no?
Nah. He told me one day he would charge me double if I got another fade the way I did the time before. He was like, "Yo, you can't do this. This isn't right. You're too white to have this type of fade. I'm just gonna cut you like a normal white person." And I'm
I
like,
guess-
"What the fuck?"
and the white person at that time was Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
That's why we're shouting out our barbers, and I gotta say shout out to my girl Amy, childhood best friend. This is the first time I've ever let my hair like grow over probably an inch long in the last, I don't know, 10 years, and I'm not hating it. I'm losing my hair, so I think I'm just gonna hang on to its length. Kind of, not that I want to be like Donald Trump, but I want to have like 13 of those long, scraggly hairs, when I'm older.
You don't want
Tanner.
Comb it over.
you don't
Oh, you could actually get the Donald Trump hairstyle.
you
I never
could.
realized that.
You just gotta part it to one side.
I'm looking at your hair right now. You could get the whole flow and everything.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's why I brought it up.
Getting my haircut tomorrow. So.
Well, I'm just saying, do
I
it.
got my hair cut for this wedding. Mine don't look too bad,
Yeah, you look a lot younger when you cut your hair.
right? I don't look 40.
This is great radio for everyone listening. You're welcome.
Wait, start the podcast.
Well, I mean,
Rip snorter.
a mullet is pretty self-explanatory. Well, I mean, there's multiple types, but mullet, Donald Trump hair,
So
visual.
I was asking you guys all what we should talk about besides our other meaningless rants and stuff. And the first thing that comes out of your guys' mouths, or comes out of your brain, that I call you, the Baker Mayfield chomping the beer and shotgunning it, chugging it, whatever you want to call it. Since we have a Browns fan, diehard since day one,
Day one.
Dog Pond.
Dog
You
pound.
want to talk about this or what, Marco?
He dog
Tell you
pound.
right now, Baker Mayfield's Mr. Motherfucking America after that shit. Wasn't satisfied with the beer he had. Buddy throws him another one. He takes a fucking bite right out of that bitch and pops the cap and downs it. And then gets the crowd hyped. It was just awesome all around.
I mean, have you ever tried to bite a beer can to open it?
I've done it several times. Kind of used to be my move in high school or college, I guess.
Like,
Did you have a beautiful fucking mustache like that man did?
Absolutely not. I still don't have a beautiful mustache. I can't grow hair in the center of my lip.
hey, don't worry, me too, bud. Fuck.
I kind of hate my facial hair. I'd give it to you both.
Baker Mayfield, he's a lot of things, but that was a badass move. I thought that was cool. I like that now we are embracing the chugging beers and kind of the little more rowdy style that used to be what football was about. I like that we're getting back to that. It feels like we're kind of like getting back into the Attitude Era, like WWF days and stuff. Like we got quarterbacks chugging beer, linemen chugging beer. I like that. I don't know. They ripped Johnny Manziel apart for partying, but Baker Mayfield can go chugging beers. I like that.
It seems like the only person NFL related that could top that chug is going to be announcing college games on Thursday night. So I'd say Baker Mayfield's got this one. And he's fun to watch. Like obviously, I follow their Twitter and their Instagram, and he's just like he's just that person that you probably definitely want in your locker room. He's always like, "Let's fucking go." He's always happy. He's always drumming. He's always fucking singing. He's like he's ready. Like you can tell he's itching to get on the field.
Do you guys ever think we're ever going to get back to like Broadway Joe type quarterbacks where it's just like openly doing crazy shit?
No,
I don't think so.
I think it'd be awesome, honestly. Like, imagine if like
would be
Tom
awesome.
Brady was like doing
We're
coke
gonna have a
on
lot
the
of
pool.
pothead quarterbacks here soon, at least.
You mean like Todd Marwanovich?
Like, you know, once the NFL makes it legal, there's going to be a lot of people who would be like, well, I mean, I just now started, but let's be honest here.
I feel the Jerry Jones contingent of owners won't put up with that shit.
The last quarterback to have fun and get away with it was old cocaine Dan Marino.
Yeah.
God, that must have been wild being known as Cocaine Dan and being in Miami. You know how many drugs he ran through?
No wonder. No wonder they never won a Super Bowl.
He probably interacted with more Cubans than David Ortiz ever did.
Story is he did meet Pablo Escobar, didn't he? Isn't that something? Maybe no.
I can't confirm that.
I can't tune into death.
I know he met
folklore.
he met the pilot. Like, wasn't he like friends with the pilot, the guy from the Cocaine Cowboys? They did the Tom Cruise movie they just did.
I have no idea, man.
Yeah, that one, Ronnie.
American Made, yeah.
Yeah, I think Dan Marino was actually friends with that guy, and that guy was the one bringing the cocaine over for the Medellin cartel. So,
I mean,
could be. I can't confirm that.
Dan Marino, bad decisions between that and Ace Ventura. God.
Fair point.
Damn.
Yeah. I had to bring it up. My bad.
Do you guys like that movie, Ace Ventura?
I just know it made a lot of money.
Marco? I mean, it was funny when it came out, but I mean, I would never say it was like a good movie. It's got a lot of great one-liners.
Yeah. TA?
I dug it initially, but I pulled it out just recently, and I really wasn't into it.
How high were you when you pulled that movie out?
Very. Wasn't that funny to me.
I didn't enjoy it when I watched it over Christmas break this year. It was on like TBS or whatever channel, USA or something, and I was at my parents' place. I'm like, oh sweet, I haven't watched this since I was a kid, and turn it on and like that was not that funny.
MacGruber was way funnier than that was.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What?
So I gotta tell you guys something. I've never seen MacGruber. I know.
I mean,
was
it's the same. It's the same qualification of movie as Ace Ventura. It's got a lot of good one-liners.
It's
But
a
I feel-
stupid movie, but
Yeah,
funny.
I like stupid movies. Kung Pao is one of my favorite movies. Now
Kung
that's
Pao is one of mine too.
that movie.
I've
Monty
never
Python.
seen Kung Pao.
It
I've
was.
never even heard of Kung Pao.
It's one of the dumbest things you'll ever watch in your entire life. But if you have the right mindset, you're good to go.
One of the
Wait,
better.
What was the soccer? Was that it? The soccer kung fu movie? Does anybody
No.
remember what movie I'm talking about?
Was it like Shaolin Soccer or something?
Yeah.
I made that
They
shit
were
up.
like, no, it was like some. I don't know what it was actually called. I'm gonna look it up now.
I have
That-
no idea what you
This
guys
is
are talking
great
about.
radio.
Someone
Hey,
is
people
listening to this right now.
subscribe to listen to us and laugh at us. That we're idiots and we know it.
Someone that is listening to this will know exactly what movie I'm talking about.
And they'll be
don't
screaming at
think
the
so,
top of their
Ronnie.
lungs.
I think
I
so.
might be low on this one.
I don't know, man. I don't think
Like the last soccer movie I saw was Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell. That's the.
It's
that's
called
the
Shaolin Soccer.
Oh, see, look at me. Drugs are bad and good.
How did you just guess that?
Right here, my friend. I'm holding this answer. All pages.
So what do we want to get into first? Do we want to get into more NFL talk? We're going to preview NFC South this week, or do we want to get into some shit shows?
Let's
Anyone got
get
some
into the whole.
stories?
Let's go. I only glimpsed at the rundown, but isn't Cyborg getting released on there?
I think
Yeah.
they already did.
If you guys want to talk about that, I got some things to say because I was the one who brought this up a few episodes ago, if you remember.
Oh,
I don't think you're gonna like what I have to say, Tanner, but
I want you to say it, actually. Lead it off.
So, okay. Anybody that watches MMA knows who Chris Cyborg is. She's one of the baddest females of two, probably spanning the last 2 decades for sure.
Yeah. Sure.
One of the greatest of all times. She's the first, and this is what she wanted. She wanted to be the first woman to fight like a man. She didn't want to be looked at as a female fighter. She wanted to be looked at as a fighter. And she came out to brawl every time, and she was awesome. I remember when she beat Gina Carano. I remember a lot of her matches. I remember thinking that if they fed Ronda to her when Ronda was at her peak, that she would have destroyed Ronda. And then Amanda Nunes got her number, and I don't know if she's always going to have her number, and if maybe that's what Cyborg's got going on in her head, but regardless of the fact, she doesn't want to stay with UFC anymore. She made that very known. Her and Dana White do not get along. They've never got along. And Scott Coker obviously was going to welcome her with open arms over to Bellator. So we all kind of saw that coming. But
Is it confirmed she's going to Bellator?
it's not confirmed she's going to Bellator, but I mean,
but it's expected.
yeah, very expected. Here's what's going to happen. Either A, Dana White is going to apologize to her, and then they're going to smooth this out, or B, she's leaving. So let's be honest here. But here's where I see this, and it's probably not going to be a popular opinion, but it's probably the right one. The UFC became when Dana White and the Fertitta brothers acquired that, they bought it for $40 million or $2 million or something back in 1995, I believe, 6, somewhere around there. And then they sunk $40 million into it, and then they turned it into what it is now. Like Dana White built the UFC by the way he talks, by his matchmaking, his ability to get the right guys, to negotiate the right contracts and all that shit. And that's why the UFC has become what it's become. But there's constantly going to be fighters that are not happy, and you're basically biting the hand that feeds you. Like if the UFC is giving you an opportunity, like sometimes you just gotta, for the betterment of yourself and your wallet, maybe not your pride, and maybe that's worth it. If it's worth more, if your pride's worth more than cashing that next paycheck, by all means. But the UFC gives you an opportunity, you should take it, and not go to war with the one person in charge of most of things there. So that's my opinion.
Tyler, if you want to talk, go ahead because you have way more experience on this.
I figure if Dana White was to apologize to somebody, he should apologize to Jermaine Durandamy because of her Cyborg comments. She got stripped of the belt, and in the press conference or in the interview that everyone references a Cyborg getting released, Dana White references these comments as a reason why people don't want to fight her, and I'm like, that is some twisted shit. Because if I were Jermaine Durandamy, I'd be all like, give me my fucking release right now. I'd be so mad. Because you got misconstrued for your comments one way, and then it got you turned into another way. And you got stripped for the belt for those comments. And if I was in her camp, I'd be pissed.
See, the other problem here is this isn't Zuffa anymore. You know,
True.
now the UFC is owned by all these big agencies. So now they might not be able to treat this situation the same way they would have before. So that's another thing you got. It's got a lot more eyes on it now. ESPN, you know.
I just
Yeah.
think
Those good old days are gone, sir.
Dana White has never been an apologetic person.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
my
care
other
who's pulling
point.
the strings on him.
I think
Whoever pulls the strings on him, he's not going to apologize. That's how he got where
He
he
just
is.
signed on for 12 more years, folks. It was either 8 or 12, but it's a long time.
It's
I
12.
think he did something that a lot of people are going to call a genius move going forward. He's probably going to shake up the women's divisions more with this move than they ever have been in the history of UFC. You get Cyborg out of the way. I don't think she could ever beat Nunez. It's just my opinion.
But we won't ever know now.
Don't say never, because I don't think Nunez is super loyal to the UFC either. But I think he eliminated a really good second position fighter, and that just opened up the rest of the women's division. It's going to be way more competitive now. And she didn't want to be there. She talked about free agency, over a month and a half ago when I brought it up before.
She's
Oh,
never
she's-
wanted. She wanted to be
Right.
there. She wanted to be the champ. She wanted to get out.
And
Yep.
where
She
does
really
she
wanted to beat
land?
Ronda, though. That's what she wanted.
You say
wa-
Bellator, Marco. I say one. I
Maybe.
think one has money.
Her and
They
Misha
got
and
big
Misha,
money.
Yes, Misha's over there, and her and Misha are cool. I could see that.
And they've brought in a fair amount of talent. I mean, they seriously. I mean, they brought in some pretty big names. So I think money's going to be there for her. Which right now, I think that's the biggest thing she's got to secure if she wants to become the face of a women's division
Yeah,
anywhere.
instantly take over anywhere else. Like anywhere else, she's number one.
Sure, but I'm just saying, like she
I
will
don't know.
dominate. But one is going to be the most competition.
Kayla Harrison in PFL, you think Cyborg could beat her?
But she's not going to PFL.
Outside of
There's not
Amanda
enough
Nunes,
money
I don't
there.
think there's anybody that she can't beat.
Okay. I'll let
'Cause
that
didn't-
dog lie.
Didn't one get who'd they fucking trade for?
Eddie Alvarez
Eddie
and
Alvarez.
Demetrius Johnson, yeah.
Nope.
And that's probably the best flyweight fighter of all time.
Oh no, he is. But same situation. If you don't get along with the boss, you're gonna go.
I don't disagree with that. I think you were maybe expecting me to be like pounding my chest for Cyborg Stan. As the casual fan, I like a little drama that I can understand without having to like go back 10 years.
Jesus, you want some drama? You should have
Dude.
been around. You should have been around for Tito and Dana. Jeez, that's
Tito and
drama.
Dana,
I was a
like
fan- I was a
vinegar
fan
and
for
water.
I was around for that.
They were almost gonna fight for Rio. Tito wanted a boxing match.
You didn't have to know UFC history to know that. That spilled over to the rest of the world.
Tito made that shirt. It said "Dana is my bitch," and then when he came back, it said "Dana is my hero," didn't it? Well done by Tito. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, those guys. Oh man,
yeah.
they hated each other.
Allegedly, Dana was traded and Tito were traded, but they just never really.
I don't know.
Dana used to manage both him and Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
and Randy. Can you imagine?
I can't. It's just.
Like you remember? I remember those three guys were in what was that movie with Jet Li? Yeah, he had to get in the cage and fight with them, and then he fought Randy, and then he fought Chuck, and then he fought Tito. It was pretty dope. A Cradle to the Grave.
No idea.
Cradle to the Grave. DMX. It's a DMX and Jet Li movie. It was really good.
DMX.
Yeah.
Like,
It was back in the day when he was making good movies and not
This
turning
is
himself
not
into
a
weed in his
fucking
pocket.
joke.
Yeah.
DMX.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
That's the guy.
I knew it was Grave something. I couldn't think of the first part.
Yeah, it started off with an Eminem track. I remember I saw that movie in the theater, man. That was an awesome movie. They don't make shit like, well, I can't say they don't make shit like that anymore. I mean, they still do. I haven't got a chance to see Once Upon a Time or the Hollywood movie yet, but
Okay, now that is
It's
something
really good.
Next step, can we all promise ourselves and our listeners we will go see that movie so we can recap it and talk about it?
I'll go
Because
see it.
I have been wanting to talk about it with you guys so
I'll go see it this week.
fucking bad. That movie is that could change some things. in
Is it
Hollywood.
good?
Ah man, I was
It's
pumped.
Tarantino, bro.
I was pumped. That might be my new favorite Tarantino movie.
Leo, and fucking Brad Pitt. I mean, it's got to be good. If Ty said it was good,
Yeah,
I'm
I
dragging
don't
my
know.
wife to it.
it's just the concept of it. I kind of was just like,
You're not supposed to get it. You're not supposed to understand it. It's a Tarantino movie. It should make you scratch your head beforehand.
Pulp Fiction still don't make no fucking sense to me.
Reservoir Dogs. I mean, there's a lot of those movies that don't make any sense.
And every
That's true.
single one of Tarantino's previews for his movies always suck.
Think about a trailer for Inglourious Bastards. It was. I don't even know what the trailer was, but I guarantee you it didn't do that movie justice.
I don't know. I
No, it did
was
not.
pretty pumped up to go see that movie
That
after
fucking
watching
movie
the
was
trailer.
amazing.
When he's he's walking
Yeah.
down the hallway with the baseball bat. Tink, tink.
Love that fucking.
I'm in the killing Nazi business, cousin. Business is a booming. I love that movie. That is my favorite Tarantino movie, but I'll save it for next episode. We are going to review that. Mark my words. Trash Man, you need to go see it.
Did
I
everybody
don't
get a
have any
chance to
fucking
see
movie
the?
theaters near me.
Well, get
Well, you
in your
bet-
trash
you
truck
better-
and drive, pal.
You better.
Get the Showbox app. No free ads.
There you go.
The what?
Showbox app.
We'll talk about it later. You know, not here.
We're going to have to do like a movie specific episode.
Right.
I feel like we could really embarrass ourselves, but, show off a little movie logic.
I mean, I know quite a bit about certain movies. Just don't ask me about Disney.
Yeah, don't bring that up.
I thought about watching The Lion King this weekend.
Oh, that would have been a good, which one? The old one or the new one?
The live one.
Oh no, you should go. You gotta watch the original one first, man.
I like how they keep calling it a live one. Like, that is not live. That is 100%.
I mean, it's all CGI, but
they
you know what I mean.
no
It looks
fucking
more real.
warthogs dancing around, man.
But apparently it's under that live action category, which baffles me.
That's weird.
Could you imagine if they actually made that with like real lions?
Surrounding shit. Well, we think we just found the name of this podcast.
What are they going to do? Like Mr. Ed the horse? They put a bunch of peanut butter in them lion's jowls to get him to talk.
Yeah, like why not?
Kimba!
Holy shit!
I just think it'd be awesome. I mean, there's a lot of lions out there that need a job.
You think there's a lot of lying?
Is that our biggest problem as a society? The homelessness and joblessness for lions.
The unemployment rate of lions is down.
Lions really stimulate the economy, let me tell you.
Say what
Is
you
that
want
six-
about Disney being
what's the name?
racist, but he is a humanitarian for the lion. King.
Hey, ever since Siegfried and Roy, those motherfuckers got a bad rap.
Hey, those were tigers for one.
One of
Oh,
them got
yeah.
and one of them
They're all
got eaten by a
felines.
tiger, so he got his vengeance.
They're all felines.
Just saying.
Felines. That's what we're calling them now.
Big ass cats, okay?
They all listen to the Soundgarden song and want to break that cage, cuz.
And that's going to conclude our talk of homelessness and lions. That's probably going to be the episode of the name of the episode, though.
Homeless lions.
Write that down, audio guy.
On it.
Let's get into some NFL talk. It's been too long. Training camp is fully underway. I have watched officially one NFL game this season. And I watched kickoff and like the first drive of the Hall of Fame game because that was miserable.
It's like one of those things. It's like you get so pumped up, and then it's just like, oh fuck, yeah, I forgot. This all sucks. Preseason football sucks.
I'm not
It
trying
is
to
horrible.
I'm not trying to steal PMT's shtick or anything, but like Matt Schaub, that was pretty cool. I was happy to see that he's still alive.
I mean, I like shitty quarterback play as much as the next person, but
I
God
can't
damn.
stand it. I do not enjoy shitty quarterback play.
I
It's
didn't
just
watch
funny to
the
me.
Hall of Fame game at all.
It was
Let
good
me
to
recap
see-
it for you, Tyler. I'm just kidding. I didn't watch that.
Nothing
Oh, I
really
was gonna
happened.
say this should be
I,
good.
I mean, if Marco actually like watched the whole game, I would be like, holy shit, Marco did more research on this than we did.
I did hear that at the very end, I think Denver threw a touchdown to cover the spread,
Yes.
and that
It
had
did
some
happen.
gamblers pretty hard on Twitter. At least, I mean, they were pretty pumped up. So, I mean, at least gambling's back. It's not legal in Wisconsin.
How
but
crazy is it?
I'm
that-
sure it's gonna happen soon.
That's going to become a part of regular football now. Like to know the.
Oh.
I mean, let's pretend. Let's pretend that they didn't used to do it before. But what about now? For what you guys just said, for example, if they knew the spread and they wanted to get another touchdown so people can make some money, that's going to become like more prevalent in more serious games.
Well, yeah.
yeah, I agree.
It's a huge thing. Like people talk about it. Like I've heard people talk about it in straight up press.
So do you guys like it or not?
I like it.
I don't
love
mind it.
I love it.
So you guys like some collusion going on the field?
I don't think that's gonna affect the outcome of games.
No.
So you don't think when there's millions and millions of dollars being bet legally that any quarterback might have heard through the grapevine that his uncles, whatever. Okay,
Their
No one's
money
gonna-
is so strictly traced.
I guarantee you by the end of the year some controversy pops up.
I will bet you $100 right now that nothing happens.
We're not
Yeah.
going to get a fucking NFL Pete Rose. It's just not
No.
going to happen.
No, you won't.
Their money,
And in the
NFL player,
NCAA, you won't get that either because they'll sniff it out and give you the death
that
penalty.
is somewhere I think will happen because there's
That's a lot
money
harder to
it.
track.
That's all dirty money. But NFL players' money is traced so hard for this reason alone. They know the amount of wealth they're providing. A lot of human beings who
You're
don't have
giving
any.
a lot of dumb ass,
That's what I mean. That's why they
Right.
trace the money so fucking hard.
but there's still those dumb people that got pushed through college that aren't educated that might they might think something's completely legal.
Aren't
Blah
the
blah
ones
blah.
capable of impacting the outcome of the game.
You might think.
I'm not worried about it. The,
I mean, I was talking about
NCAA,
Derek- I was
Tyler,
talking about Derek Carr, but whatever.
gambling. Probably getting to selling used cars pretty soon, but
If he hasn't already.
Did you guys see that him and John Gruden have houses next door to each other in Vegas?
that's weird. Why do they live in Vegas?
No, like
They're
they are buying, they're
moving there.
building houses in Vegas, right next door to each other.
Sketchy.
Literally,
See?
like
Collusion.
How
found
is
that
that
funny.
collusion?
that's
What
not
is-
collusion. It's
Yeah.
That's
more
just a
like,
coincidence.
Marco just wanted to say that.
he likes the word collusion.
They're colluding.
Am I the only one hearing an echo on my end?
Probably because of your fucking massive ass room behind you.
Hear the echo. Echo.
Well, if you can hear an echo, sorry. You just got to deal with it.
Pretty sure that's why.
Okay.
All right. So
We're going to get in the NFC South talk. There are 4 teams in that division, and I want to hear Marco name all of them.
right. What were we doing again? NFC East.
South.
South. I just said it.
Shit. Okay. Ooh, this one's gonna be a tough one. How about the Buccaneers?
Okay, that's one.
Ooh, I got one. Sweet.
Yes, you did.
All right. Running out of room.
Running out of room.
Well, hold on. Nope. So
Think of a giant feline.
Wait, what?
Feline.
Giant feline.
Like the Bengals?
No.
Oh,
Other feline.
the
There's multiple
Jaguars.
cats. There's
We're
multiple,
gonna do the Jaguars.
there's multiple cats in the NFL.
Yes.
Multiple.
Panthers.
Correcto mundo.
Oh yeah, it was only the third feline. Giants? No, because it's Giants or no.
Are you dumb, boy?
Yeah, I'm done.
You think they're playing in the South?
Think geography, man. Geography.
Oh yeah. South. We said South. Falcons.
That's
Yep.
3.
Oh damn.
No more hints on this fourth one. I want to see him.
Correct. We're not.
This is
You're on your own on this one.
All right, I know. It's
I
not
just
the
needed to do the
Cowboys. I know
callback
it's
with
not
the
Houston.
felines.
If he takes off his headphones, smoke is building up in him.
Hold on. We already did the Titans. Nope, I'm out.
You think about it.
They got
Seriously,
fucked the last 2 years.
Do what?
They've got
They should have
fucked.
gone to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Oh, the Saints.
yeah.
God damn it.
Oh,
Drew
yeah,
Brees.
the Saints.
How do you forget Drew Brees?
Who dat?
Who dat?
Michael Thomas is now officially the wealthiest wide receiver of all time.
That was wild.
That was a pretty damn big contract.
God damn.
See, Tyler, your Chargers should take note. They're like, that's a once-in-a-lifetime talent. We're going to pay that man.
I
Melvin
made it
Gordon.
known of my allegiances, and if those allegiances fall through, they know my new allegiances.
You've given your team a what's that word?
Ultimatum, pretty
Ultimatum.
much.
You will lose my fandom if you don't pay my running back.
Exactly.
All right, let's get into it. Why don't we start with the Panthers? Marco, I know you've been doing a lot of homework for this week. You were telling me how excited you were to research Carolina, stuff like that.
Well, let me tell you, Tanya, they're a hot dumpster fire.
Pretty
Like you
accurate.
started off last week with Raiders.
Yeah, well, they're one and the same, and I think they're going to end up the same. I'm going to give them 4 wins.
4 wins. Okay, that's aggressive. Do you know who their quarterback is?
Yeah, that fucking guy that can throw the ball.
Okay, yeah. It'd be number 1, Cam Newton.
Oh, shit, it's Cam Newton still the fucking quarterback for those guys?
He's
Yeah.
only like 20
He's not old.
Oh, okay.
in the
Hold
league.
on. I'll give him. Hold on. I forgot Cam was still there. I'll give him 5 wins.
You even changed your answer.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna say the Panthers are gonna go 6-10. They pretty much lost in the offseason and didn't gain anything.
It's
They didn't do anything.
literally their only thing that they got going for them. They still got Christian McCaffrey, who's still a very small, fast muscle, and Cam Newton. That's about it.
Yeah, and that's really all they got. What do you got for them, Ronnie?
I'm gonna say 5-11.
All right, TA.
Oh, I feel sorry for the Panthers because after they face the Bears and the Bills, it gets piss ass hard from here on out. Patriots, Steelers, Rams.
Can we talk about
Buccaneers.
what piss ass means?
Yeah, what is piss ass hard? I want to know what that means.
Incredibly
Tyler,
hard.
I got this. Piss ass means when you have diarrhea and you're in the toilet and it sounds like you're peeing, but you're really pooping.
Yeah.
But what is? That doesn't play.
I mean, it's piss coming out of your ass.
Yeah, but he said piss ass hard.
I just see
Yeah, that makes no
ooh.
sense.
I'll go 5-12 with you.
That's not a real record.
Yeah, even I knew that. What the fuck?
Sorry, my bad. 5-11.
That's bold to be predicting that the NFL is going to add extra games before the preseason's done.
My bad.
You heard it here first, folks.
I was counting
I
wrong.
think that's the most we've ever all agreed, except for Tanner.
I want to change my answer now. All right,
Forward saw
let's
genius.
go down to Tampa Bay. They got Bruce Arians. Shout out BA. He was awesome everywhere he's been. I'm glad he's back in the NFL.
They also have Stephen Shea.
Yeah, they got producer Stephen Shea of The Yak.
Michael Che's brother.
Giving him plays on the down low.
What a reference.
God.
To all 7 of you who get that, you're welcome. They lost to Sean Jackson. I don't think they picked up much, did they? I mean, they added to their defense to the draft, but I don't think they did much, did they?
They got Ndamukong Suh on their defense now with a
Okay.
1-year deal.
There's a problem waiting to happen.
How many teams has he been on?
4? 5?
Pretty sure it's 4.
He
Lions.
belongs on the Raiders.
Yeah,
What?
right.
He
I
was a
wish he was
Lions.
Raiders.
He was a Dolphin. He was a Ram. And this is team number 4 with the Bucks. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
He was trash for the Lions. I mean, he was a playmaker, but constantly
Dirty.
suspended, always in trouble.
Stomping on people and shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't he from Nebraska?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I knew that.
So what are we feeling for Tampa Bay records wise?
Well, let's be honest. They're going to struggle for the first part of the year, but I see them going 8-8.
Oh my God.
What?
Okay, who's their quarterback?
Hold on.
You got a pretty good chance of getting this one since there's more than one.
Nope.
Well, the answer is we don't know, and it could be Josh Rosen or it could be Ryan Fitzpatrick. No,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I wouldn't have got either one of those.
Jameis Winston.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that. I knew I fucked that up.
It's Jameis Winston.
Uh-huh.
Is he still in the league?
Yeah.
He's still in the league.
Unfortunately.
He's still living off his glory days with Florida State. That's literally it. That's the only reason
I
he's
am
ever
so
there.
sick of Jameis Winston.
Well, I think
I
he's going to have a resurgence, okay?
in my head today when I was thinking about this, I'm like, Jameis Winston got cut. I think they stuck with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No,
But now I'm thinking about this more.
Magic is in Miami.
Yeah.
It's between Jameis and Blaine Gabbert, remember, from Jayville.
Oh yeah. I like had myself convinced that they were the team that traded for Josh Rosen and that they were the team that cut Jameis Winston. But God damn it, that's what wishful thinking gets me in trouble.
I'm looking at their roster right now, and I only know like 5 players.
It's bleak.
One of them's Carl Nassib of like
Oh,
Hard Knocks
Hard
from
Knocks.
last year.
Yeah.
You gotta save your money if you invest it. He was a gomer.
Yeah, Mike Evans.
Let's
is
run
their only
interest
upside.
timetables, shall we? Instead of running routes.
I was not impressed with that guy.
No.
I'm gonna say they go probably 6-10 again. You can say the same thing as me.
I ain't gonna say the same thing. I'm saying 3-13.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, I really think they're that bad. Sorry, Steven. If you listen to this.
I think it's 4-12.
All right.
I'm the only hopeful one here.
Well, or uneducated, one of the two.
Let's go with hopeful.
I'm gonna be bold here and say Atlanta Falcons 13-3.
Really?
Wow.
I think they. I mean, I'm got an old school way of looking at this, but they drafted 2 offensive linemen in the first round. They corrected their biggest flaw. We have arguably 2 or maybe probably the best wide receiver trio in the league with Sanu, Jones, and
Calm down, bro.
what?
Hey,
Name another one.
Who's the third wide receiver with your Browns?
fucking Hollywood. I can't remember what his real name is.
What?
Hold on, I'll get you this information.
What-
Hollywood.
who
Go
is
on.
Hollywood?
Go on.
Hollywood. Are you talking about Hollywood Brown, who got drafted by the Ravens?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well.
I'm concerned about your mental
bit.
health. Okay, anyway, so but with Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, and Mohamed Sanu, I do think that's going to be the best wide receiver trio. I'm not even concerned about the Browns' supposed trio with a alleged Hollywood man. I think this is the year Freeman stays healthy. I know they gave up
Antonio
Terry.
Callaway.
Antonio Callaway. Why is he Hollywood?
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. I'll have to look it up and I'll have to verify.
Does he even play for the Browns anymore?
Yeah, he does.
Who'd they trade away last year?
Their first round pick from the year before.
Coleman?
Yeah,
Corey
No,
Coleman?
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Hold on, I'm wrong. I'll find it though.
First thing that pops up right here. Second chance Callaway.
Wait.
No, I wasn't right. Hold on, I'll find it though.
That dude was faster than shit, but I don't think he's going to be better than Sanu or Ridley. Anyways, so I believe in what the Falcons can do. They're losing their Super Bowl slump, but I think they're going to be back and high-powered as ever. And that's me being bold. I know I'm probably way out shooting what the rest of the world's going to say, but I got a lot of confidence in it.
I mean, you're not far off.
No.
So you guys are expecting the Falcons to at least be good this year?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be alone in that one.
North of 10 wins because, I mean, they got Jets, Redskins, Vikings.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of garbage teams. They have the Panthers twice in a month.
True.
I mean, I could see him going like 11-5.
I was going to say
Pretty good.
12-4.
Marco's over there looking up the third wide receiver for his own franchise.
I'll have to find my phone. Anyways, I'm not going to give Atlanta that much credit. I think they only win 10.
What were you going to say if you would have led off? What were you going to say the Falcons' record would have been?
16-0.
I haven't heard that much about them this year, honestly. So I would have made a just.
They do kind of fly under the radar.
Yeah.
I've always
All the
wondered
time.
how the Falcons do it because
Yeah,
last 10 years they've been one of the best teams, but
Well,
they've
there's one or two teams that always fly under the radar.
wait, which year did they almost make it to the playoffs, or not to the playoffs, but the championship game?
They were in the
For
Super
2
Bowl.
years
They
like,
were in
two
the
years
Super
ago.
Bowl.
Oh, that's right.
blew
Okay,
the-
yeah, that's right. And then
28-3.
and then they were winning, and then they blew it.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
that's right. Okay.
Barstool sold so many shirts over that.
Oh man, that was a depressing game.
Yeah, we were all really hoping for.
I watched that in New Mexico.
Who just goes to New Mexico for the Super Bowl?
My mom used to live in Albuquerque. Long
That makes
story.
more sense.
Was
Yeah.
it New Mexico or was it Old Mexico, Marco?
It was the new one. I haven't been to the old one since I was like 17, and I
Since you were eating cheese.
almost got arrested. Didn't end well. Anyways, another story for another day.
I think we might end the podcast with that story. Let's get to the fourth team so we can hear that story. The old New Orleans Saints. Saints marching into town. TA, what are you thinking about them? We got old Drew Brees back there.
Come back to me, por favor.
Ronnie, are you ready to talk?
Yeah, I'm ready to talk.
What do you know?
You kind of like got me all flipped up with the Falcons thing, because now that's got me thinking that the Falcons are actually the better team in the division. I do think they're going to be pretty even though. I think it'll probably be like 10-6 or 11-5, but I think the Falcons win the division. I think two teams out of this division probably end up going to the playoffs. So
Oh,
I
for
can see
sure.
that.
I yeah. I'm with
there's
you
so
there.
much firepower between those two teams.
I think that race is going to be really similar to what we saw with the Chiefs and Chargers last year. One is
Yeah.
going to look like a front runner, like surefire Super Bowl lock. The other one's going to get really hot towards the end, really challenge. That's how I expect it to play out. But I'm with you. I think the Saints and Falcons will probably be a win apart, if not the same record.
Yeah, it'll come down to a tiebreaker or something stupid. It'll be
I think honestly, it'll be the record when they play each other.
Could be. Because they end the season, or is it week 16?
It is
I would think that the
Week-
schedule makers,
week 14.
and it's got to be like 17, right?
No, week 14, and then
They play early.
Week 14 and week 12. They play
Wow,
11-10
wild.
and 11-28.
that's gonna fuck some things up.
No shit. That's
Imagine
like
if a team could
close.
sweep. That would destroy momentum.
Because, I mean, other than that, their schedules are pretty identical, other than the preseason games.
Hmm.
Because they both face the Rams. They both face the Seahawks. They both.
So what
face
do you
the
got them
49ers.
going, TA?
I'm going to say 11-5.
All
But I
right,
think that's conservative.
sure. I'm gonna say 12-4 or 13-3, somewhere in there. I like that they got rid of Ingram, and I like that they brought in Latavius Murray. I think that's probably an upgrade in my opinion.
Wait,
And-
they picked up. I didn't even know they got Latavius Murray.
hmm
That's a
I'm
pick.
pretty positive they picked up Latavius Murray.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, and they got rid of Ingram, who I thought was probably just going to be more of a question in the locker room as far as Kamara. So this is going to let Kamara be featured. They're going to bring in an awesome change of pace back.
Yeah, they
They-
picked up Latavius Murray.
They signed a tight end too, didn't they?
Jared
love-
Cook.
Yeah, they signed Jared Cook.
Jared Cook. Yep.
I love Latavius Murray. I really wish he would have stayed a Raider.
You shouldn't wish it on anybody, man. That's not fair. They should
That's almost-
they should be allowed to experience success like the rest of the NFL.
Oh, they got Divine Zigbo,
Who?
running back from Nebraska.
What is his name?
Divine Ozigbo.
What a name. Divine Ozigbo.
I
You
didn't
gonna get a
realize.
jersey?
Maybe.
I think you gotta get his jersey.
I mean, I don't have like what's his name? Rex, guy who plays for the
Burkhead?
Patriots. Yeah, I don't have a Burkhead jersey, and he's idolized the same way in Nebraska.
He was a stud in Nebraska.
Uh,
He was
Rashard Higgins is who I was talking about. He's second in the depth chart behind Jarvis Landry. His nickname's Hollywood. That's all I was saying. He's got good hands.
He
I've been
must
seeing.
be very, very good at football for us to have never heard of him, Marco.
Hey, just saying. Just watch 81. Just watch out for him.
81. You guys heard it here first. Cleveland Browns. Might as well just draft all three of their wide receivers in your fantasy football drafts. 1, 2, 3. You're going to win. Marco's already given you the prescription to win.
It's the mustache. The mustache is going to power through these games.
So it was kind of scary how on the same page we were there in the NFC South. It's probably the division I know the least about.
Well,
But That was kind of
this is
scary.
the one division that I think is more cut and dry than most.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, I never got to say, but I think Saints got at least 12.
Yeah, okay. We believe you.
I just
Like,
offensive firepower is just loaded up in this division.
Yeah, it's going to be the fantasy football division probably.
I never thought about that. Jared Cook with fucking Drew Brees.
He should be
That's gonna
solid.
wild.
I mean, he's getting up there in age, but he's a solid tight end.
Hey, watch your mouth.
He was
What?
solid in Oakland. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was the leading receiver.
Getting
of
up
the
there in
Raiders.
age. There's nothing wrong
What
with
does
up
it
there in
What
age.
does it take to be the leading receiver in Oakland though? Last year, I mean, an aging Jordy Nelson, an aging Jared Cook. They didn't have that many weapons. Like
They basically had like half of Green Bay's weapons from like 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. No, not 5 years ago. Jared Cook only played one season like 3 years ago. But he was a stud for us. I mean, I
Yeah.
really wish we would have hung on to him. Better than that slapdick Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Good
Oh,
old
slap.
Good old slapdick. Love that term.
I wanted to. I've been using that one a lot lately. I wanted
Borrow
to do something a little more creative with you guys. It's the return of not only the NFL season, but Hard Knocks season. Okay, Ronnie is all fucking giddy. He has that weird pubescent boner or whatever. We gotta come up with a drinking game for when we're watching the Hard Knocks. We're obviously gonna be tuning in. It's out in Oakland this year. You get to see John
Napa.
Gruden. What?
It's in Napa, but
Well, Oakland, whatever. They're covering the Raiders. We got to come up with at least 4 rules for the drinking game. Ronnie, you got to take point on this because I just don't know the roster. But we're gonna publish this, and I'm gonna try to actually perform this drinking game while I'm watching Hard Knocks. See if it'll kill me.
What are you doing on like a Saturday?
Oh, that's my plan.
does someone else want to start, or do you want me to start? Because I have one that I don't think any of you will have.
Well, I don't want to start with something obscure, but why don't we start with something with Gruden? So how about take a drink of your beer if?
I'm trying to think of something he would say all the time. Because the thing is he's gonna act differently.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think we're gonna get authentic, dopey John Gruden. Now listen here, guys. Hooters.
that stupid fucking giggle that he has.
Do you think he'll fucking swear?
Oh, he'll
yeah,
swear like crazy.
Absolutely.
Like he swears during
There's
Raiders.
gonna be an over under on that shit.
There's Raiders press clippings where they have to like mute him half the time.
I
And
believe
that's
it.
like main Raiders stuff.
I believe it.
Like they suspended one of the whole press conferences just because he said "fuck" in the middle of it.
I got a fucking mouth. What can I say?
I don't know.
There's
The
gotta
one I
be-
was gonna say is there's this thing going around right now with the Raiders. It's called the Chicken Plan. Have you guys heard about this?
The chicken plant?
It's something that Antonio Brown and Derek Carr got going. They're selling T-shirts called Chicken Plan. It's an inside joke between the two of them, but they keep fucking talking about it in press conferences.
So you're saying we should do what when we hear or see chicken plant?
If they say Chicken Plan, just chug your whole beer, honestly.
Chug a whole beer.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more. It'll probably be like once every episode, maybe, or so.
Chicken plant. All right. That might kill viewers if this gets kind of crazy, but I'm gonna say take a shot every time you see Antonio Brown's gross ass feet, because those things should be against.
Those are borderline hazardous.
That should be a crime to even put those on the internet or television.
God, what else is there? Take a drink of your beer every time someone says "third and Renfro."
What?
There's a wide receiver for the Raiders named Hunter Renfro, and half of the team calls him third and Renfro because in college he was only a third down receiver. He played slot for.
And they're gonna say that phrase like you're confident of it.
Derek Carr has said it 10 times during press conferences already when he gets asked about him.
All right.
We're talking about a shot every time they say it. Oh shit!
Take a drink of your beer. According to Ronnie.
I honestly like
Third and Renfro. All right. This is that kind of insider scoop we're looking for.
Yeah.
take a shot every time you
From
see a
you guys.
Chucky doll in the stands.
TA, you got anything?
No. I'm trying to think of some sort of Gruden mannerism, but I'm coming up empty.
All right, fair enough.
Listen here, guys.
Marco?
A drink every time they show that stupid fucking guy with the stupid fucking spiked shoulder pads.
Yes.
Every fucking time.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because you know it's going to happen.
Well, him and Gorilla, yeah, they'll show a lot of them.
There you go.
Don't act like you know these people. Even if you do, I don't want to know it. I don't want to be associated with anyone who knows those people.
Okay, question. Would you guys disown me if I
Oh, boy.
put silver hair coloring in my mullet for my Raider game that I'm going to this year?
No, because we need the world to know how stupid you are, and we can't deprive the world of you having that stupid ass hair coloring.
Tyler's already made it on there.
I mean, yeah. I'm actually going to the Raiders Chiefs game too. Ironically,
I don't know how, but somehow I'm gonna try to go to a fucking Cleveland game. I gotta see where they travel to.
Why don't you just go to Cleveland?
Well,
it's not that
I
far,
mean,
is it?
yeah, it's not that close either. I'm sure I'll see. I can see where else they're playing. So I'll see.
We could take
I mean,
a drink anytime John Gruden ends the series with "man."
If you take a drink every time he says the word "man" at the end of a sentence,
Not looking to die.
you might fall over drunk.
Can we say take a shot every time he says Hooters? Because I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that guy was obsessed with Hooters.
He was
Hooters.
obsessed with Hooters. I mean, his whole
Hooters.
John Gruden's QB camp thing was set up inside
Yeah,
Hooters.
inside Hooters.
Hooters HQ, like it was set up inside Hooters.
I'm gonna laugh if like it starts the show with him just at a Hooters.
Take a shot every time they show the Las Vegas stadium being built. I might just do that just because.
Damn, the Browns play at Denver in fucking November. That'd be fun to go to.
It's very on topic of you.
I know.
Anything goes on any given Sunday, especially on a Monday night, man.
Are we good with
I've never been to an NFL game.
Are we good with the 5 rules? I got chug a whole beer every time we hear chicken plan. Whatever the fuck that means. Take a shot if you see AP's feet. Take a shot every time we see your Hooters is mentioned. Drink of your beer if they say third and Renfro. Again, don't know what that means. And a drink of your beer if they show Spike Guy.
No, that stupid fucking guy with the stupid fucking spikes on his shoulder pads.
I know who you're talking
You
about.
should write it out.
Do you guys want to know something funny?
You know him.
No.
He's your
Well,
dad.
yeah, I know him, but
Of
the
course
thing
you do.
is, the guys that sit in the black hole, there are crazier motherfuckers sitting in like 300 level, dressed even worse.
No, we get it. You're all crazy.
I'm glad they
I
don't make it on
understand.
television, man.
There was a dude dressed up in a silver Deadpool outfit with like nunchucks walking into the fucking stadium last time I was there.
That's very,
Sounds
very
weird.
weird.
Like, it gets out there. And
Very
then
weird.
yeah. It is what it is.
All
You
right.
learn to love it
think,
as a Raider fan.
I think we got NFL talk pretty wrapped up. Instead of shit show of the week, I'm just gonna ask Marco, what the fuck were you saying earlier about getting arrested in Mexico? Is that what you were saying?
So here's what had happened.
You see what happened was
He does this
You
begrudgingly.
gotta set the scene, man. I mean, how old were you? Why were you there? When were you there?
So when I was like 16, I went with my dad to Mexico, and we go down through El Paso, where all that. Hold on.
Marco's dying right now.
Shit's
You
all
good?
fucked up.
Can you breathe?
Yeah, I can breathe.
Takes a
now.
hit of the blunt.
Yeah. And we had gone down through El Paso where everything had just happened, thoughts and prayers to the family and all, of everything that happened down there. But we would cross over into Mexico through El Paso, and then right across the river was Juarez, where they would have like a big market. Like when you think of in the movies where you see people selling like blankets in like a storefront kind of thing where you can haggle for pricing and all that shit. That's what this was. So we go in there, and then I wanted to buy a pair of Oakleys because you could buy Oakleys for like, I don't know, I think $20. So I found some gold wired rimmed, nice Oakleys. I think we ended up paying $20 for them, and then they were nice, whatever. Went home. Well, the next year we were going back to Mexico, and I had this idea. I was like, well, because everybody liked them, so I started collecting money. And I was collecting like $40 a piece from everybody. And it's, I was like getting orders, right? Like purple ones, I'm getting like blue ones, all this shit, right? So we go back to Mexico, go back to Juarez, go back to the same guy. And then I told my dad the plan. And my dad's all about hustling. He wants to make some money too. He's like, all right, then. He goes to the guy, he goes, where do you get these glasses from? And he goes, I got a guy. He goes, okay, I want to talk to that guy. So he took us to that guy. So we go to that guy's shop, and that's like a couple blocks down the way. And like I'm like 16, 17 years old at the time, and I'm like, you hear stories about Mexico, but my dad's like, I mean, he's from Mexico, so I'm like, fuck it, man. Like, something's gonna happen. I mean, he's got our back, I hope, But we walk into the shop, and then my dad's like, I need like a bunch of them. And then the guy's like, how much? He goes, my dad's like, $250. He goes, I'll give you 40 pairs. We were like, me and my brother was younger. He was there with us too. And we were like, and we just started grabbing shit off the racks, dude. So we ended up like grabbing 40 pairs of Oakleys for $250. We go, and then the whole reason we were going across the river is because my dad likes to drink these bottles of El Presidente. It's liquor. I think it's not whiskey. It's something. Anyways, so he went and bought his bottles. Well, when we came back across the border, or we were getting ready to come back across, they were like, "Did you have any liquor or anything like that?" My dad goes, "Oh yeah, I have liquor." So that's the part where they get to say, and like you see in the movie, either you go through or you get checked. So because my dad had the liquor, we're gonna get checked. And sometimes they don't check you; they just let you pay your tax and you go. And that's the only reason they ask about the liquor is they tax you on it. So they pull us over and we're getting checked, and then I got a pair of glasses on my head, and we all get out of the vehicle, and I got all the Oakleys bagged up, wrapped up in plastic bags, and then I didn't think nothing of it, and then one of the guys comes out, and he goes, "What are these?" And I was like, "Sunglasses," and then they were like, "It's a lot of sunglasses," and then my dad was like, we bought them for family and friends and family. And so they take us into the fucking little office. Me, my dad, my brother. He's like 15, 14, somewhere around there. And we're sitting there, and we're just like in the front little waiting room where you can still see all the other cars getting checked. And I'm sitting there, and I'm watching this fucking German Shepherd start barking at the back of this car. And then they lift it, and they fucking drop the gas tank out. Homeboy's got a kilo in there, right? So I'm watching this shit happen. And then so we're sitting there, and we're just waiting. And then this guy walks in, and he looks dirty. You can tell he's from the streets or whatever. He's holding 2 duffel bags, and he's fucking shaking. I mean, I could see the fear in him, and he was sweating. And then the guy, he hands the paperwork over to the guy at the desk. The guy looks at it, grabs a stamp thing, stamps it. Guy walks right the fuck out. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, me and my dad looked at each other like, we know what's going down. And nothing. I just watched the dude walk across. It just makes, like, all that shit that you see on TV, I watch that shit happen in real life. That homeboy had at least 3 kilos or 4 in those 2 duffel bags. They were exactly matching. They looked new. Like, it was insane. So anyways,
you had to have seen that coming, right?
They came back to us, and they said that we were trying to smuggle textiles across the border. So me and my dad are now still till this day on record with Mexico of trying to smuggle things across the border. And if we ever try to do it again, we will go to Mexican jail.
Fun Mexican jail, or like not?
I think the not fun Mexican jail. Yeah. So don't try to smuggle shit across the border. Here is the. And once all my friends found out, like, we almost got arrested, they were like cool with the money. They're like, "Hey man, it's cool." And the fucking best part, the best part of this story is, they said that we were like each allowed to have 1 pair. Like, we were only allowed to have 1 pair per person, and that's why they were going to confiscate all of them. Well, I was like, even after what we got in trouble, got let out of there, I was like, but what about the one pair you said I could have? I didn't get it. Oh, they were nice. They were wired E-frames. Oh, I miss those glasses.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad we got to hear that. Has anyone got any parting words before we wrap up? Okay,
All
no
right, then.
words whatsoever.
Parting words.
Ronnie, did you hear about the dyslexic devil worshiper out in California?
Which
What?
one?
He sold his
You
soul.
said which one?
Which one? Implying there's multiple.
You guys aren't laughing at my punchline, are you?
Well, it was more the look on Ronnie's face.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for listening, everybody. It's a shorter episode, but we're going to let you get on with your day. Just keep tuning in, keep subscribing. We appreciate it. As always, we got at Tyler Allen out in Nebraska, at Cape Pasa Primo, Marco down in Iowa, at Trashman Ronnie out in CA, and at Vanilla Gorilla. That's me. I'm up in Wisconsin. Thanks again, and peace. We're out of here.
Remember, look out for your homeless lions.
You're an idiot.
Tyler.
Just had to U-turn that, didn't you? Just had to.
Which
All
one?
right, we got a 1:36:40 end time.
Yeah.
And a 29-minute start time.